But willy-nilly, what is happening is the regime, if you look at it, all the statements coming out of Damascus now just hammering home the message that this shows the organic link between the Zionist enemy and the terrorists on the ground, and how they're working hand in glove. And because the army and the Syrian armed forces have dealt such heavy blows to the terrorists, in inverted commas, that's why Israel is intervening at this point. So it is very dangerous terrain that we're getting into.
Okay, Jim, you're in Lebanon, thank you. Let's go now to Jerusalem, to Israel, and to Yolande Nell, who's there. Yolande, the third Israeli attack inside Syria this year, the second within 3 days. We have had some reaction from the Israeli government. Tell us what they've been saying.
Well, it's unofficial reaction. We've got Israeli radio quoting a senior security official confirming that Israel did attack targets in Syria, but still no confirmation from an official source in the government or the Israeli military. I mean, there was a ceremony this morning involving the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, an opportunity for him to speak, but he avoided the subject. He just made a pointed reference to the need to keep Israel secure and, in his words, guarantee its future. I have to say that's quite a typical response from Israel when it's believed to have carried out some kind of interventionist strike. But that hasn't stopped, of course, the Israeli media speculating extensively on what all of this means. As Jim suggested, it does appear to be a significant escalation in Israel's involvement in Syria. The authorities here say repeatedly they don't want to get involved, but they've made it clear too that they'll act to stop any sophisticated weapons or chemical weapons falling into the hands of Hezbollah or into the hands of other extremist groups like Al-Qaeda. And there's one writer here in the newspaper saying that, common sense appears to mandate this if they're saying that it's sophisticated, very precise surface-to-surface missiles that were being targeted, that were on their way to Hezbollah. But this writer says there must be concern now that Hezbollah or even Syria is going to want to respond.
Absolutely, and I suppose the danger here is that apart from anything else, this seems to be a bit of a PR coup for President Assad. I mean, surely that's not what Israel wants.
Indeed, it's not what Israel wants, and you have to consider that basically they have made a calculation. They have made it extremely clear that they're very worried about more sophisticated weapons falling into the hands of Hezbollah, which would, of course, it fought a month-long war with Hezbollah, a sworn enemy of Israel, back in 2006. It's very worried about the increased evidence of cooperation between Hezbollah and the pro-government forces inside Syria, and what this could mean. Experts here have been saying it would be a game changer for Israel's kind of tense relationship with Hezbollah if Iranian-made missiles, very precise ones, these Fatah 110 missiles that are said to have been targeted, got into the hands of Hezbollah. And they're talking about this very much as a reminder of the role that Syria plays in this Iranian front in the region, connecting Hezbollah and Iran, saying that Iran wages this proxy war against Israel through Syria and Hezbollah.
Okay, Yolande, thank you. That's Yolande Nell for the newsroom in Jerusalem. Well, let's get more now on that election in Malaysia, the most hotly contested in the country's history. For the first time since independence in 1957, there's a real possibility that the governing coalition, led by the Prime Minister Najib Razak, could be defeated. It's up against the three-party alliance headed by Malaysia's former Deputy Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. The opposition have alleged a number of abuses in the lead-up to the vote, but the Prime Minister has defended the electoral process.
Saya puas hati dengan prosesnya.
I'm happy about the whole ongoing process and the credibility of this general election.
For Anwar Ibrahim,